Hey guys, hopefully everyone is doing well. Today's target is to solve question number 5.8. The chapter is cost profit volume analysis CPV. But here we are looking a new concept, a new word, a new introduction, that is margin of safety. For this we will understand the concept first and then we will use the formula. Margin of safety, what does that mean? As you know that for calculation of contribution margin or profit, simply we need sales and then you will subtract is cost. This way you can get your profit. You may write it contribution margin, but right now we are in need to understand the concept margin of safety. Suppose you have started your business, and whenever somebody is starting a business for the very first year or first set of period of time, you will not be able to get profit instantly. So you will have to wait for good times. Let's say the cost of your product was 10 and you were willing to sell it, but unfortunately you were not getting good customers and your sale value is 8 only. That means instead of getting profit you are facing a situation of loss. So your loss is 2. You may put over here profit and loss. Okay, the next stage comes after 6 months. You have worked hard, your cost was 10, but now your sale price has been increased. Sale price means you are selling more products, more goods, and total amount of sales you are getting is 10. What does that mean? You have improved yourself. In first 6 months you were facing loss, and now at least there is no loss, but there is no profit as well. What this situation is called, when when you are not getting profit or you are not facing any loss, your sale price is equal to your cost price. That stage we know is break even point. So you have achieved your break even point over here, but obviously it's not the matter of satisfaction. You want to increase your profits. Break even just the case when your cost is equal to your revenue. Now after next 6 months, the cost was 10, just supposing it, and you have worked hard, your sale has been increased from 10 to 12. So this would be the situation when you have started earning your profit. Now, can you see the difference? If your sale is increasing, your amount of satisfaction for your business is increasing. You can see that here is your break-even sales. Amount of sale which is more than that of break-even sales would be a matter of satisfaction. That means that would be more acceptable for you. Now let's see, if next 6 months you are selling for 14 rupees, cost was 10, your profit would be 4. It means what is happening? If the difference between your actual sales, this is your actual sale and this is your break even sale, if difference between actual sales and break even sale is increasing, it is more acceptable, it is more comfortable, and it is more fruitable, it is more profitable for you if the distance between your actual sales and break even sale is increasing. Here I can mention over here so that you can understand little better way. These are your actual sales and this is your break even sales. Break even sales. So you can see, if actual sale is more than that of your break even sale, you are feeling safe. Again I'm repeating the same thing. If your actual sales right now is more than that of your break even sale, you will be more satisfied, you will be more happy, you will be more acceptable. Why? Your margin of profit is increasing. This is called your margin of safety, the difference between your actual sales and break even sales. Now we can write the formula of margin of safety as well. What we have discussed, margin of safety is the difference of actual sales and break even dollar or amount of sales. So you may write it in terms of dollar, or you can write break even sales or amount. So here was our new concept, margin of safety, and we have developed this formula by understanding it. It's not a sort of ratta. You have un understood the formula through your concept. All right. So here we can see our question as well. But for the time being, please focus upon this formula. What we have written is margin of safety when you will subtract your break-even sales from actual sales. Why it is safe? Because more the distance, more the difference between your actual sale and break-even sale would be, more you will be satisfied. Look, here the difference is 4 between actual and break-even sales. Let's say after next 6 months you were selling your product for 16 rupees, cost was 10, and you were earning profit as 6. Now see the difference between actual sale 16 and break-even sale is 10. The difference is 6. Here difference was 2. Here difference was 4. So difference is increasing. That means your profit is increasing. So margin of safety means when you will subtract your break-even point from actual sales. Our question is here, and we need to calculate margin of safety. Look at here, compute company's margin of safety. Since we have developed the formula, so we can now proceed to our next step. Obviously, to solve this margin of safety, we need to have break even in terms of sales. So for that, obviously, you will have to write the same contribution margin income statement. Very first thing is sales, and then you will subtract your variable costs. You will get contribution margin, and then you will subtract fixed cost, and you will get your net margin. As you have seen, in spite of new concept has arrived, but we are doing the same thing. Here you are need to multiply units into per unit, and same you will use unit into per unit for cost as well. And this column will be used to calculate your amounts. Let's highlight it. Upon here, your calculation would be written. Since we need break even point, you can use formula method, and you can use equation method, or you can use only single way. Either you can use this equation method or you can use your formula method. So I will be solving break even sales with the help of both equation and formula method. You may choose one. Okay, the first thing is our fixed expenses given 8500. So you can put 8500 over here. And the second thing is we need to have break even sale. According to margin of safety formula, we need break even. Break even is the point where your cost is equal to your sales. That means you are not earning anything or you are not losing anything. Means you are at zero profit. Now we will start our reverse calculation from downward to upward, and you know when you will reverse your calculation, all signs will also be reversed. Here is 0, fixed cost sign is less, but when you will reverse it would be plus. 8500 plus 0, you will get again 8500. This is your contribution margin. And then what we have been provided, sale price is 25, but it is per unit. So you may replace this per unit by 25. And next 15 variable expense is also been provided, but again it's per unit, not total. Variable expenses are 50. All right. And next you will calculate your contribution margin through equation. And how do you calculate? By subtracting your variable cost from sales. It is also mentioned over here. When you will subtract your variable cost from sale, you will get contribution margin, and same has been written in terms of equation. Contribution margin is equal to sale minus variable cost. Contribution margin answer we know is 8500, and then you need to put sale. Sale is not given. We have 25U. So you may put 25 for unit we are using U. And then you need to subtract what? Variable cost, which is 15 into units. So you may use 15U. U is units over here. Next step, 25 minus 15, that's 10. 8500 is equal to 10U. And 10 is being multiplied with U at right side. You want to take it to the left side. So what you will do here, whatever is being multiplied, it would be divided if we are taking it to the other side. So 8500 would be divided by 10. This way you will get U. U means units, and now you can calculate it. 8500 is divided by 10. So 850 is your units. Now you can put over here, your units have been arrived. These are units. It's formula actually. You can put decimal with it. So we have got units. Again, Excel is not accepting it. So we may write it uh, instead of this way. You can write units. I think again it would not accept. It's not accepting. So just understand these 850 are the units. So you can replace these units over here by 850, and same number of units would be used over here, 850. So statement is completed. It's time to calculate their amount. Amount of sale would be 850 and it would be multiplied by 25. Sale has arrived, and for variable cost what you will do, 850 and it would be multiplied by 15. So we have got our break-even sales, and actual sales are also needed. You can see over here, these are actual sales and break-even sales, both are needed over here. Alright, for that, second way to calculate your break-even sale, we can use formula as well. Break-even sales would, sale mean dollar amount is needed to be put over here, or amount. That would be calculated by taking fixed cost and you will divide it by CM ratio. Okay, and fixed cost is given in your question, and let's take our question. Fixed expenses are 8500. You can put 8500 over here and you need to divide it by CM ratio. So let's calculate our CM ratio. And how do you calculate it? By dividing your CM over sales. But still CM is not available, so you can calculate CM by subtracting sales and variable cost. Okay, how much sales we have, that is mentioned over here. 25 is the sale price and variable cost is 15. So 25 minus 15, this way you have calculated your CM. And for CM ratio, what you will do, CM has arrived as 10 and you are in need to divide by sales. Sale price is 25 mentioned over here. Next you will calculate its amount. It has been taken as date. So you need to put something beside it. 10 over 25 you will be calculating. 10 divided by 25. So you have your CM ratio 0.4. We can put this 0.4 over here, and now let's calculate break even sales point. It would be 8500 divided by 0.4. So this is second way with which you have calculated your break even sales. First method we have used was, this is your break even sales. First method, this would be called equation method, as we have used equation. And second method we have used is formula method. This is your formula which we have used, and again your break even sales have been arrived. Now you are in need to calculate your actual sale. Actual sale is given in the question. Unit, actually you are selling 1000 and sale price is 25. Your margin of safety, here we have written the formula, margin of safety, and we will be applying the same formula downward to calculate it. Alright, so here we will calculate actual sale first. And as you know that whenever you want to calculate anything in terms of amount, you need to put your units and will multiply it with per unit. Okay, see your question. Let's bring this question downward so that we can have it a clear view. Alright, now focus upon this. We have number of unit 1000. In question it has been given number of units are 1000. You can put here 1000, need to multiply it with what? Per unit sale price. Selling price 25 per unit is mentioned over here. Write down 25. Now you can calculate it. 1000 is multiplied by 25. So 25,000 is actual sales, and break even sales we have calculated is 21250. You may use your formula method or you may use your equation method. In both way you have calculated sales. Now the formula of margin of safety which we have discussed is what? Margin of safety is equal to actual sales and subtract break even sales. Alright, now come, what is actual sales? This we have calculated, that was given in the question. 1000 number of unit, 25 per unit sales. You have calculated actual sales as 25,000. So put 25,000 as actual sales, then subtract break even sales. This is formula for break even sales. You have applied and calculated 21250. 21250 break even sales. Statement completed. Now calculate it. You will be putting on calculator 25,000 first and then subtract 21250 after that. So here your margin of safety arrived. And in our question, first requirement was compute margin of safety 3750 and 3750 we have calculated. Alright, our first requirement is completed and he wants to know the percentage as well. Compute the company's margin safety as a percentage. So how do you calculate percentage? As you know, to calculate marks percentage, you usually perform a simple percentage method where you will see obtained marks and you will divide it with total marks and then you will multiply it with 100. This is the way you can calculate your percentage. For example, you have taken 7 marks out of 10, so 7 out of 7 divided by 10 multiplied by 100. Same way you can calculate margin safety percentage, and how you will be calculating it, we can write it. For percentage, you will take margin of safety and you will divide it by total sales, and then you will multiply it with 100. You can get margin of safety as well. Alright, so we can put our margin of safety, which is 3750, and you can divide it with the sales. Your actual sale is 25,000. First, you can calculate your margin of safety according to this. So put 25,000 over here and then you will multiply it with 100. Now statement is completed. Put on calculator 3750 divided by 25,000 and then you need to multiply it with 100. Here you have got your percentage and you can write it in terms of percentage. So our answer, second answer, is 15%, and here you can see it has been mentioned, compute the company's margin safety as percentage of its sales. Sales we have right now is 25,000 and margin of safety was 3750, which we have calculated over here, and then you have divided both amounts and multiplied by 100. You have got your percentage of margin of safety, which was our requirement. All requirements have been completed. Here what you have learned is simply from here to here. That's your question actually. But above what we have done, we have used equation method. In previous question, we were using equation method or formula method in the same question. So you may use this equation method or this formula method, and then you will calculate your break-even sales. Break-even sale was 21250, and then you have calculated your margin of safety by subtracting this break-even sale from actual sale. Actual sale was given in the question 1000 number of unit and per unit sale price was 25. You have multiplied it and got 25,000 as your actual price. So difference between actual sale price and break-even sale price is margin of safety 3750, and he was willing to ask us to calculate its percentage as well. So margin of safety divided by total sale multiplied by 100, you have got your percentage. So this is your question which we have completed. Question number which we were doing is 5.8. 5.8 is completed. Hopefully you people have understood. It's a simple phenomena, simple procedure. Margin of safety is a good thing. As far as you can go from break-even sales positively, that would be in your favor, in your favorable. So you will be considered safe if you are away from break-even sale positively. Break-even sale is 1000 and you are selling 1200. You are selling 1400. You are selling 1800. That means you are progressing. If you are selling less than that of your break even, it would be considered loss. Sales more than that of your break even would be considered safe. That concept we have understood over here. If you have any query, if you have any question, if you are feeling any difficulty, you may share your problem through messages, text, and I will surely be available instantly to answer of your queries. We inshallah be meeting again for the solution of any other question as well. For the time being, it's time to say goodbye. Thank you very much for your time. Allah Hafiz.